And it looks like we're live. We are just moments away from starting the open powerlifting portion of the 2025 Saskatchewan Powerlifting Association Provincial Championships. My name is Rhea Stin, and I will be live stream commentating this afternoon session with my fellow commentator today, Shara Audi.
Hi everybody, I'm Shara. I'm going to be with you for the next few hours as we gear up for some really interesting lifting.
So this afternoon we have all of our open classic powerlifters. Our first flight is all of our females, and then the second flight is all of the males. So our first lifter that we've got up here is Dina Hack from Weyburn. Dina's opening with 90 kilos.
Dina's going to start off our squats here with 90 kilos on the bar.
This is Dina's third competition. Her previous best squat is 92.5, so opening just 2.5 shy of her best squat. So I expect to see a new personal best here for Dina today.
Yeah, definitely gearing up to look that way. Oh, looks like a good lift.
So there are 3 referees watching the lifts, 2 from the sides and 1 from the front. The biggest things that they're watching for in squats would probably be depth, so the hip joint has to go below the knee joint. And then there's lots of other things that they're watching for. The bar has to go smooth down and up. There can be no downward movement on the way up. So everybody has a different perspective. Our next lifter here is Jess Anderson, taking 92.5 for her opening attempt.
Jess is here from Plenty, Saskatchewan. Oh, that moved really well.
I'm just waiting for the lights to come up there. There we go, 3 white lights. Our next lifter is Leanne Marie Grobler, taking 105 kilos. She's a business student from Regina. And it looks like this is Leanne's second powerlifting competition.
Really good speed.
A very easy looking opener there.
And that's a good lift from the referees. Coming up next, we have Jenna. Nope, Jace.
Next up, we have Jenna lifting an opener of 115 kilos.
So 115 kilos on the bar for Jenna.
Jenna's traveled from Saskatoon today to participate in Provincials.
These are easy looking openers, which is what you like to see.
That is a good lift. 3 white lights.
It's a good opening attempt there.
Up next, we have JC.
Bar is loaded for JC.
JC's opening attempt is 117.5 kilograms.
So the athletes all get to choose what their opening attempt is, and then they get to choose what their next attempts are as well. The only thing is that they can't go down from whatever they put in as their opening attempt. So that opening attempt selection is very important to make sure that you can do it to competition standards, because you cannot go down after that attempt.
When I was new in the sport, I was told it should be something you can triple on a day you're feeling sick.
For sure, that's a good rule of thumb for that. And that was a good opening attempt for JC.
Coming up next, we have Charlene Cossar. She's opening at 125 kilos.
And Charlene's an accountant from Weyburn. Has an extensive competition history, competing since 2018. But this is one of the first classic meets she's done in quite a while.
Yeah.
She's been focused on equipped powerlifting over classic the last number of years. I actually think this might be Charlene's first classic competition,
Oh, wow.
which I didn't realize. That's exciting to see.
Well, it looks like she's opening only 2.5 kilos under her personal best. So I suspect we'll see some records for her today on her personals. Well, it moved like a nice, easy opener.
And 3 white lights from the referees. So on the screen, you can see 3 white lights, or 3 circles there popping up at the end of every lift, and that just indicates the referee's call. So if it's white, that means it's a good lift. If it's red, that means it's a no lift, and they just need 2 white lights for it to be a good lift.
All right, Kelsey will be coming up for her opening attempt, and she's opening today at 132.5 kilos.
Another easy looking opener.
The referees agree.
So we've got 4 more athletes in our opening round of squats here. Then all of these ladies will take their second and third squats, and then we'll move into our men's flight of squats. So there's about 10 minutes between each attempt for each individual, probably 8 to 10 minutes in this flight. So it's not a lot of rest time between attempts. So that has to be kept in mind when you're making your attempt selection. Jacqueline Shea's up next with 135 kilos on the bar, 297 pounds.
Nice smooth opener. Excuse me. Got a frog in my mouth.
3 white lights, good lift.
That's a good lift.
So these ladies today are all open lifters. So for the most part, that means they're somewhere between 24 and 39, though anyone can enter the open division, but that division doesn't have any alternate age categories that they can enter. And then they're sorted by various weight classes. Today we have from 63 to 84 plus. So they're going to be not only competing against themselves today, but also other competitors. So I think we're going to have some tight battles here. So we're going to keep an eye on the score sheet to see where things end up, especially in 84 plus, which is where Jenny's going to be competing today. That was a good opening attempt, a bit slower than most of the other opening attempts we've seen so far today. But I think that might just be the style of lifter that Jenny is. It's just more of a slow, controlled movement. Everybody has their own sort of unique styles, and some people it's fast until they just can't lift anymore, and some people it's just sort of that slow and steady pace throughout the whole movement.
All right, this is Sarah Novakoski coming out here at 165 kilos for her opening attempt, training at Bridge City Barbell, but she lives in Humboldt.
Lots of strength left there for Sarah. Looks like 3 weight lights for her.
We're heading back to the top of the order now.
Nope, we've got one more lifter here.
Oh, I can't read a screen, guys.
Amanda's taking the same weight as Sarah, 165. So the last 3 lifters, Amanda here who's coming up, and Sarah and Jenny right now, they're in the same weight class, and their totals are only separated by 5 kilos. So attempt selection is going to be crucial for these guys today to see who comes out as provincial champion. And that's one of those slow and controlled squats I was talking about. 3 white lights. So everybody's on the board now. Now we're moving into second attempts, Shara.
Top of the order, coming up
taking it up to 95 kilos for Dina. So everybody has a squat in. So in order to get a total and be ranked within your weight category, you need to have one successful squat, one successful bench, and one successful deadlift. If you miss making 3 attempts in the same lift, you what we call bomb, and you don't get a total and don't get placed within your class.
All right, it looks like Dina's coming out for her first attempt at a personal best. Looks like 92.5. Her personal best, calling for 95 kilos here.
And it's always great to see that on the second attempt versus waiting for the third, because then we know on the third we can just push it that much higher.
Strength is there. Let's see what the reps say.
So she got 3 red lights there, 2 for up and down of the bar. There was a bit of a bobble there, and a yellow card from the right side. Unsure what that was for. It could have been
with 100 kilos on the bar for a second attempt.
upright or the positioning that she was at the start or the end. I'm not entirely sure. A yellow card is sort of a catch-all for a bunch of different rules. But she can clean that up and get it on her third, I think.
Jess is coming out here looking for 7.5 kilos more than her opening attempt.
Kilo PB.
And Jess actually opened with a tie of her PB, so it's a good fight through that one. We'll see what the referees say on that.
3 wide.
It's a good lift.
I saw a little bit of foot movement from her left foot. And the foot can move laterally, but you can't take a step. And it was just one of those things that I saw that I hope that the referees didn't see it as a step. And thankfully they didn't. She's credited with that one.
Leanne Murray is going to be coming out next, 122.5 kilos. This will also be a personal best if she's successful in the lift. Wow, that moved quickly.
Very fast there.
That's a good lift.
She's happy with that one.
Another PR for the second attempt session.
Next we'll see Jenna coming out for 125 kilo squat, 275 pounds.
Bar is loaded.
She opened with 115 and then took a 10 kilo jump to her second attempt here. The opener looked pretty easy if I recall correctly, so I expect this to move quite well for her second attempt.
Jenna says squat is her favorite lift of the 3.
Pretty quick squat.
2 to 1, that's a good lift. From the right hand side you can see she got a red light with a red circle around it. So the red on squats, the red circle around the initial red light indicates that she didn't go deep enough. But only one of the referees saw it, so the other 2 referees thought it was okay, so she still gets credited with that lift.
JC's coming up next. She's calling for 127.5 kilos on the bar.
And this is JC's second powerlifting competition. So in order to compete at the Provincial Championships, you do have to have competed previously. So all these lifters have a bit of experience on the platform. Good, she held her position through that really nicely.
Referees agreed, 3 white lights.
Coming out next is Charlene with 132.5 kilos.
Our next athlete out will be Charlene Kossar, 132.5 kilos. Char was successful with her opener of 125. And so it's a 7.5 kilo jump here to her second.
Strange seeing Char with the sleeves on rather than wraps.
Her training leading up to today has looked really good for anyone who follows her social media. Looking to hit some squat personal bests here. Very smooth.
Strong looking second attempt.
3 white legs. 5 kilo.
You might have noticed too that every lifter has a bit different technique. Some are a narrower stance, some are a wider stance, some knees are very out, some knees are very close together. And it's one of those things that's just very much personal
And bar
preference.
is loaded.
Whatever works for your body mechanics. There is no right way as long as you can get into the position that the referees are looking for, which on squat, the big one is depth. So Kelsey Goodmanson here taking 142.5.
10 kilo increase from her opener.
And just 5 kilos below her personal best. So we've still got room to grow for that third attempt there.
That's a good lift. 3 white
3
legs.
white legs.
Coming up next, we have
Jacqueline Shea is coming out now.
145 kilos.
145 kilos for her second
Bar
attempt
is
here.
loaded.
She was successful with 135 on her first, so a 10 kilo jump. And squats are her favorite lift, she's indicated. And it sounds like that's because it's her best current lift, so hopefully we see it here today. And this 145 is actually a new competition personal best as well. So let's see it, Jacqueline.
That's a good looking squat. Let's see what they say. 3 whites. That's the front left.
A lot of clean lifting happening today, which is good. So far, nobody's making a ton of technical faults, and we'll hope it stays that way.
Up next is Jenny with
We have Jenny
165
coming
kilos
out
on the
next.
bar.
She's
Bar is
asked for
loaded.
165 kilos for her second attempt.
So she only took a 2.5 kilo jump from her first to her second. Her first, I know I mentioned it was slower. And maybe it was a bit slower than she normally squats. To only take a 2.5 kilo jump is quite a small jump. Usually you would take a bit bigger jump than that when you're squatting in the 160s. So hopefully this moves a bit better and she can take a bigger jump for her third.
I think that moved a little bit faster
Yeah,
than her
I would say
opener.
so. That's good to see. And again, this battle is going to be so tight in the 84 plus.
Absolutely. That's a good lift. All right, following Jenny is Amanda.
Up next,
She
we have
is
Amanda
going
with
up to
172.5
172.5 kilos. She opened at 165.
The bar is loaded.
Good jump there.
This is a bit below Amanda's personal best. Her personal best squat is 185 from Nationals this year, Nationals 2025. So depending on how this moves, I could see her jumping close to that number.
Very smooth lift for her.
Yeah, not an extremely fast lifter, but just slow and in control. So 2 white lights there, that's a good lift. Far side called for depth, but everybody else didn't see it. Sometimes when you get that one red light, it can be just a good reminder that, okay, I do need to sink it a little bit deeper.
Absolutely.
Trying not to take it as sort of a negative from the referee, but take it as a learning experience. So hopefully you can correct it a little bit on that third attempt.
So it looks like we're wrapping up seconds with Sarah. She's calling for 175 kilos. That's a 10 kilo increase from her opening attempt. And just 5 kilos under her personal best.
Looks like a good squat to me. Oh, unfortunately, it is 2 to 1.
2 to 1, unfortunately, no lift. So the far side called for depth, and she got a blue card from the front. I'm thinking the chief referee didn't think that her knees were locked. The start command was a little bit slow. One of the side referees still had their hand up. So but all the referees have their hands up initially. Once the lifter is in an adequate position to do the squat, then they'll lower their hands, and once everybody's in agreement, the chief referee can give the command to start to the athlete. So starting third squats here, Dina's taking 95 kilos again. She had a bit of up and down of the bar on her second, but hopefully she can correct that here on her third.
All out squats. So let's hear some cheers for these lifters.
Oh, good fight through that, Dina. See what the referees say about that one. Oh, 2-1. Good lift. That was a tough one to call from my angle. I couldn't decide if there was downward or if she just paused. And it's something hard to call it from the referee chair as well. The referees don't have the advantage of having replay or anything like that. They just have to sort of call it in the moment like they see it.
So Jess is just walking out to the platform here. She's going to close out her squats at 102.5 kilos. 2.5 kilogram increase from her second, which she was successful at. I had a chance to chat with Jess before we started lifting today, and she was really excited to be here. That looked really good. She was going to use her nerves to the better, and I think she did today.
For sure. Finishes 3 for 3 on the squats with that 100 kilo squat.
All right. Coming up next, Leanne Marie is going to call for 130 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
And she has already exceeded her personal best. It previously was 115 from her first competition last December. So has made some significant progress since then.
Oh, wow. Good job. She's smiling.
That is 3 white lights.
3 white lights. Another 3 for 3 in the squats.
15 kilogram increases. Fantastic on a personal best today.
Absolutely.
132.5 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Coming up next, we have Jenna at 132.5 kilos.
This will also be a 50
So successful with her second of 125. 7.5 kilo jump here. The same jump increment from her first to second and her second to her third, which is pretty common to see.
Nice work.
That was an easy looking third attempt.
That is 3 white
3
lights.
white
Good
lights.
lift.
Big smiles as she comes off the platform.
Up next, we have JC with
Up next is
135
JC,
Bar.
calling for 135 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
This will be a 5 kilogram personal best. If she is successful,
And JC's pretty new here, having done her first competition just this past June. So competing in her second meet today. Just a
Not
bit too
quite
heavy
there
today.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too much today.
Hit a sticking point and wasn't able to drive through it. Thankfully, we've got the spotters there to keep everybody safe.
Up next is Charlene.
Charlene
140
Kosser
kilos
will be
on
up
the bar.
next, calling for
Bar is loaded.
140 kilos.
So again, another 7.5 kilo jump here for Char.
She says that squats are her favorite right now. I can see why.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of those things that changes over time. Lots of times it relates to what lift is going the best. And for Charlene, I would guess that that's what her squat right now indicates.
That moved really well for a third.
Squat.
Had a little bit left in the tank there as well.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
Charlene's very happy about that.
Coming Next we have Kelsey with a
So we have 5 lifters left in our female flight, and then we'll roll right into our flight of open men's powerlifting.
This will be a PR squat for Kelsey.
Kelsey Goodmanson's taking 150 kilos next, 330 pounds. And her previous personal best is 147.5. So you might have noticed that all of the increments have been multiples of 2.5. So unless it's a record, the increments on the bar have to be multiples of 2.5.
Kelsey wants to give a shout out to her cat Truffle, who is watching from home today.
I'd love to hear that.
And it's not quite there today.
Too much on the day.
Still successful with her second attempt of 142.5.
Coming up next, we have Jacqueline. She's calling for 152.5 kilos. She was successful in her second attempt at 145.
This will be a 12.5 kilo PR attempt. Let's hear it for her. Come on, Jackie, let's go.
She pushed through. And referee says that's a good lift, 2-1.
And 3 for 3 on squats for Jacqueline. All right, these next 3 lifts are going to be really crucial when it comes to placing at the end of the day. Our first lady up in the 84 plus kilo division that's likely vying for the podium, 170 kilos on the bar for Jenny Henty. And then we'll have Amanda and Sarah.
When Jenny's not competing on the powerlifting platform, she's a coach over at OPEX. She's being coached by Steve today, one of the owners. She also says that Steve made her do it, so that's why she's a power lifter.
And a pretty good one at that.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Nice. That might have looked a bit better than her
Three-way light.
second attempt as well.
Every kilogram counts for these ladies.
Absolutely. And sometimes you need that person in your life that just forces you to do it, especially the first few competitions. There can be a lot of nervousness and anxiety going into the competition. But if you have somebody that's willing to support you, a good support team around you, it can definitely help.
Amanda's coming out now for her third attempt. She's calling for 177.5 kilos, so got a 5 kilogram jump from her second, which she was successful. Nice and smooth.
Smooth and controlled squat.
And no lift for her, unfortunately. 2 red lights for depth. So she didn't go quite deep enough on that lift.
Coming up next, we have Sarah with 100.
All right, our last female squatter of the day is Sarah, asking for 185 kilos. Now, Sarah did miss this on her second one and still chose to jump up 10 kilos so she wouldn't lose that ground. Now, that could be a decision that works out for her, assuming she makes this. It could also haunt her when it comes down to deadlifts, should she miss this, because she's going to lose an extra 20 kilos essentially from her total here. So let's get behind her and hope that she can hit this and get it to competition standards here. Sarah, come on. Tons of strength there. Unfortunately not today. 2 red lights, 2 depth calls. It's going to make it a tight battle come that final round of deadlifts, I think.
Just kidding, we don't have a jury.
All right, now we'll move straight into our men's flight.
All right, we're going to roll straight into flight B of squats. First is Tristan McKinnon.
Kicking off squats for the men is
75
Tristan,
kilos
calling for
on the
75
bar.
kilos.
And all of our men in this
And the
section,
bar is
they
loaded.
are also open, like I said. They're somewhere between 24 and 39 for the most part. I know there's a couple of people in alternate age categories that are choosing to compete as an open. And then weight class-wise, we've got a few in 83s, 93s, 105, 120, and 120 plus. So a variety of different weight classes today.
So this is a really easy lift for Tristan, but I think his toe is broken. So he might be choosing to squat lighter.
That would be understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was guessing that something was going on for him to be squatting 75 because I know his best squat is much higher than that. But yeah, if you have a broken toe, I don't anticipate squatting would feel all that good.
No, I can't imagine. So the bar's been loaded now to 170 kilos. This is for Jordan's opening attempt.
And Jordan's an advanced care paramedic from Regina.
This is a second powerlifting competition.
He's done two. This is
Oh,
his third.
this is third.
Yeah. He did both the trench opens in 2024 and 2025, and this is his first provincial championship. So it's good to see him here. It's good to see. Ooh,
Fortunately, 2 to
Looks
1.
like,
no lift.
Referees on the side thought
needs-
that it was not quite deep enough. Or
yeah.
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 Looks
Depth
like
calls
red
from
light.
both sides. So it's a relatively easy fix. He knows the weight wasn't the problem, which is a good thing. That's where I would like to see athletes just stay at that weight. Sometimes increasing it, even though you're like, I know I can do it.
Bar is loaded.
Sometimes that increase, nerves get the best of you. So usually what I think is the best choice is stay at the same weight and get that for your second. But we'll see what he or his coaches put in.
All right, Steven is coming. He's out on the platform now, opening at 180 kilos.
This is Steven's 6th competition.
Moved really easily.
Easy
Nice
opener.
opener.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
I'm looking at the score sheet. It does look like Jordan stayed at 170, which
Coming up next, we have
makes me happy.
Friesen.
Takes away some of that nervousness.
Absolutely.
On the bar. Bar is loaded.
Next up, we have Yari, 195 kilos. Yari's a landscaper from Regina.
Competing in his 5th competition here today. Very easy looking opening attempt for Yari.
Three white lights.
Ryan McCauley will be out next, taking 202.5.
202.5 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Ryan trains and is a trainer at Foundation Fitness in Regina. He's coached by Taylor Baker. Very easy opener.
Absolutely.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
3 white lights from the referees.
Zach will be our next athlete up. Zach is opening at 210 kilos.
210 kilos for his opening squat.
It's actually been a while since
Bar
Zach
is
has
loaded.
competed in the province. His last competition, based on the information I have, was in 2019. So it's good to see him back on the platform. And his best squat then was 187.5. So He's obviously made some progress over the last few years.
Mm-hmm. Smooth opener. Oh.
Unfortunately, not quite deep enough. So we'll need to make that correction. Where Shar and I are sitting, we don't have a great view of depth. The spotters are a bit in the way. We've got a view of the live stream, so we sort of can see the same thing you can. We can see the platform, but it's hard to see things like depth. I don't think that was that far off of depth from my perspective. So it shouldn't be a major correction for him. It should be something he can get corrected and come out for on his second.
And it looks like he is going to call for the same weight, so he'll repeat that. So right now we have Derek about to squat 220. Nice and easy opener there.
And 2-1, but in his favor. One red card from the front, and that's okay.
Our next lifter is Raymond Hickey. He's calling for 247.5 kilos on the bar. Raymond is no stranger to powerlifting. He's competed in several events over the years.
Yeah, Raymond's first competition that I have record of here is from 2015. So 10 years in the sport. And he did compete yesterday in the classic bench only as well. So already did 3 heavy bench attempts, though they moved pretty easy.
Raymond is a very powerful bench presser.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Nice and easy opener. I suspect all 3 of his squats will look like that, though.
Typically, I feel like Raymond's lifts always look very easy. Yeah, it always looks like he could lift substantially more weight.
Absolutely. Coming up next, we have Neil sorry, Neil. Oh. Neil is the owner at Trench Fitness. He's going to be opening up today at 255 kilograms. He has made a couple of social media posts that he was throwing down with the open today. So he is an M1 athlete, a master's athlete at age 40. Looking to have some fun today. Nice and smooth opener for Neil today.
That is 3 white lights for Neil.
And that's a good lift for Neil's opening attempt.
Coming up next is Jacob with 257.5 kilos. The bar is loaded.
Jake is coming out next, 257.5 kilos for an opener. Out of Bridge City Barbell is who he trains with, but he lives here in Regina. Trains at Trench Fitness, I believe.
And in this men's division as well, there's definitely a couple of weight classes we'll keep our eye on as far as total. I know 105s here. It looks like Jake's in the lead in the 105s, but it's going to be tight. Attempt selection is going to matter today. But that was a very easy opener, so puts him in a good spot today. Yeah. We've got 2 more men in our first round of squats here. Dallas is up next, taking 265 kilos. And he'll be followed by Matt Budney, and then we will start our second round of squats.
Bar is loaded.
So Dallas is just 25 years old, so just out of juniors. This is his second year as an open lifter.
Those kilos are in his quads.
Has been competing since 2022. So definitely has some experience on the platform, having competed at Western Canadians twice and Nationals in 2023.
Nice and smooth opener. Looked really good from
Benefit
here.
of those huge quads is you can move 265 kilos like that. That's a
Referees
good lift.
agree.
3 white lights.
Our final opening squat of the day, Matt Budney is going to be taking 280
Coming
kilos.
up next we have Matt Budney with an opener of 280 kilos. Bars loaded.
And Matt is the current squat provincial record holder at 305.5 in the 120 kilo class. So he's opening with 280. So I think that there's, depending on how this moves, there's definitely a chance that he'll make jumps to try and break that record today. We'll have to see how this goes.
That looked like an easy opener for Matt today.
Squat.
Referees
Good
agree.
for Matt. Good lift.
We're heading back to the top of the order for squats. Looks like we'll be starting with Jordan, and he's going to be retaking that 170.
Second attempt squat will be 170.
Wasn't about strength, that was on depth, and he'll definitely come and clean that up now.
So this is where we want to see him come out and be successful here on his second one. He still will have one other attempt after this, and we'd like to see him be able to increase his attempt so he's not just left with his opener for his total.
Jordan is a
It also would help with nerves for that third attempt. It's never good to leave it for the third attempt.
Absolutely.
And yeah, like you said, Chara, strength wasn't a problem, so hopefully he can sink it just a little bit deeper on this one.
Looks like a nice squat.
We'll see what the referees think about that one. There we go, 3 white lights.
On the board now.
And now he can make a little bit of a jump here for his third attempt.
All right. Tristan is coming up next, and that toe might be feeling a little bit okay because he's now calling for 175 kilos. Maybe he was testing the waters a little bit to see how it
Possible
felt.
for sure. Looks like maybe I'm
Oh, he's
seeing
gonna time out.
indication that he might be timing out.
Okay.
So it looks like he might just be giving a courtesy minute to the rest of the lifters.
He is
So
timing out.
like Shara said, his toe might be broken, so taking that pressure off, but loading it to 175 as a courtesy to the spotters so they don't have to take the bar down to 1 red, and then just a courtesy to his competitors to give them an extra minute of rest time. Because we are moving pretty quickly here, probably that sort of 8 to 10 minutes between everybody's attempts.
Safety first, everyone.
Well, we've got a bit of a break here. If you want to learn more about powerlifting, you can head on over to our website, saskpowerlifting.ca. That's S-A-S-K, powerlifting.ca. We've got information there. We've got a competition coming up in October in Saskatoon. That's a great competition for first-time lifters. If you're watching this and thinking, hey, this might be for me, you can definitely find the information there. You can find contact information there if you have any questions, or the link to register for that competition as well. All right, carrying on. Steven is asking for 190 kilos.
Up next we have Steven.
Was successful with his opening attempt of 180 and then jumping 10 to his second attempt here. And just 5 kilos shy of his personal best here on his second attempt. So assuming this moves well, I would guess there will be a 7.5 kilo jump for his third to hit a new PB.
Looks like a nice squat. Let's see what the referee says. 3 white
Yeah,
lights.
good looking
Good
second
lift.
attempt there for Steven.
Yari will be coming out next. He is calling for 205 kilograms, just 5 kilos under his personal best.
Bar is loaded.
And Yari was inspired to start powerlifting by Calgary Barbell. If you haven't checked out Calgary Barbell's YouTube channel, Bryce and his team do a lot of great videos on there, a lot of tutorials about powerlifting and just promotion of the sport. And it's a great place to look for resources if you need them.
Nice and smooth second.
That looks pretty good. 3 white lights.
3 white lights for Yari.
All right, so we have Zach coming out, and he's going to take 210 kilos again for his second attempt.
Bar is loaded
He
for
did
that.
not get that on his first. This was the depth call as well, if I recall.
I believe so, yeah. So again, it's one of those situations where he knows what he needs to do. He needs to go just a little bit deeper to satisfy the depth the judges are looking for. Let's see what they think. 2 to 1, that's a good
2 to
lift.
1, that's a good lift. One red for depth on the top.
So he is in the meet. So now we've got all of our men's lifters with a squat. So they're all still eligible to have a total today.
Next is Ryan with 215 kilos on the bar.
Ryan's our next athlete with 215 kilos.
And bar is
A
loaded
12
for
and a half
that.
kilo jump here from his opener to his second. But his opener did move very smoothly, if I recall. So I don't think that 12 and a half kilo jump is out of line. Definitely as the weights get heavier, the jumps get bigger. If you think of it all in percentages, a lifter lifting less is going to jump less just because it's a bigger percentage.
That looked pretty smooth.
Looks about the same as his opener.
Three white
Yeah,
lights
that
for
moved
Ryan.
very well.
Good lift.
So maybe a similar sized jump for his third attempt.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, we have Derek.
Derek will be coming out next at 232.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Derek. Come on, Derek. Easy work.
Look good from where we're sitting. Referees
Three
agree.
white lights, that's a good lift for Derek.
Next out, we've got Raymond Hickey coming for 262.5 kilos. 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Come on, Ray.
I would expect this to move very fast as well.
Referee said that's a good lift.
Good lift.
Up next,
Next is Jake with
Jacob at
217 kilos on the bar.
270 kilos.
This attempt will tie his personal best of
Jake's from
270.
Regina, and he might be the strongest
That attempt
player.
comes from the Western Canadians 2023. So about 2 years ago he did that. So looking to tie it here on his second attempt and then hopefully exceed it on his third. Jake's also going to be in a battle for the podium here. So every attempt that he makes is going to be very important. As of right now, prognosis-wise, he is in the lead. He's in first place in the 105 kilo division. But that can all change depending on who makes and misses what lifts.
Come on, Jake. That's a nice squat. You're the
Another
same.
good
Three white
lift.
lights, that's a good lift. Coming up next is Neil with 272.5 kilos.
Coming up next is Neil, 272.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Neil. Come on, Neil.
It's quite a big jump, 17.5 kilos from his opener to his second, but it moved very fast.
It did.
And Neil's got the experience to sort of know how things are moving, I would anticipate, so I expect this one to move quite well.
Neil says that outside of powerlifting, one of his hobbies is making nicknames for people. I know there are some folks out there listening on the live stream right now. You should share some of those nicknames that he's come up with. That looked good from my vantage point.
Lots of strength there for
Really
Neil.
nice for Neil.
I suspect he'll be looking for a personal best potentially on his third there.
I would assume so, yeah.
Coming up next, we have Dallas, 282.5 kilos. This is 2.5 kilos over his PB, I believe.
That's what it looks like to me.
Bar is loaded for
So
Dallas.
personal best attempt here on the second attempt, which is always exciting to see.
Absolutely.
Dallas is a manufacturing engineer in Saskatoon. He is only 25 years old. And this will be a 2.5 kilo PR. So let's make some noise for him.
So from the time the bar is loaded until the time the lifter gets the squat command, they do have a full minute. So right now Dallas has used 30 seconds of that minute, but he still has another 30. So he's being a bit slow to set up here, but he's got time as long as he gets that squat command before the time runs out.
Oh,
Good catch, spotters.
not quite there.
Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it was just a bit of a positioning thing.
Another attempt to come back and try that
And
again.
he'll have another attempt to come out and try that again on his third.
Up next is Matt Budney with
Our final squatter of the second round, Matt Budney, is taking 295 kilos. He was successful with his opener of 280. And assuming this is successful, I would expect he'll go 306 on his third attempt for that provincial record. But we've got to get through this second attempt first.
Come on, Matt, let's go. Moved well. See what the referees say. 3 white
another
lights.
good
That's a
lift.
good lift for Matt.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what he
Okay,
puts
we're
in
back
for
up
his
to the
third.
top of the order. We're having
That slowed down a little bit, but I think I would still go for it. You only get so many opportunities to set new records, so with that opportunity, he's close enough.
competitors are rest.
If it was me, if I was coaching him, I would put it in.
These spotters and loaders a bit of a break as well.
Now we are starting our third round of squats for our men's flight. Then there will be a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back to our women's flight with their bench press.
Okay, the bar is
So the clock's now running for Tristan McKinnon. He only came out for his opening attempt at 75 kilos, and then is passing on his next two, but is just giving the other athletes
we're going to
a
have some
courtesy
big
minute.
squats in this third attempt session here. So
And we've
we're gonna
received
wanna hear
confirmation
some of
that
the crowd
he
here
did
get
drop a
their feet,
weight on
start
his
cheering,
toe and
start
broke
clapping
it,
for these folks.
and has maybe only been
Everybody's
out of a
squatting
boot for about a week.
lots
So
of weight.
I think it's a good
Everybody's
choice to
pushing
only
their
be
limits,
squatting
so I wanna hear
75
from
kilos
them.
today, just to let the body heal. Well, looking at the score sheet, I do see that Matt put in 306.5 for his next attempt, so trying to break the provincial record by 1 kilo.
10 seconds left, then we're
And
gonna
I
get
believe that will be our first provincial record of this session.
I think so.
That'll be an exciting lift.
lights from the referees, please. lift.
All right, now that the time has passed on Tristan's lift, we are loading the bar to 185 kilos
bar is
for
loaded to
Jordan.
185 kilos for Jordan.
And that will be, if Jordan's successful, it looks like that could be a 2.5 kilo personal best today.
Bar is loaded for
him.
Jordan.
And Jordan had missed his opening attempt on depth. He came out and got it on his second. So hopefully he can keep that same depth he hit on his second for his third here. I would guess this is around his planned second attempt because he didn't do an increase between his first and second.
30 seconds.
So hopefully this still moves well for him.
So the lifter just needs to get the squat command before that timer gets down to 0. Should have plenty of time.
Oh, that looked good from here.
Three white
Lights, there he goes.
A 2.5 kilo personal best today on the squat.
We're next to Steven at around 200 kilos for his third attempt.
Steven is asking for 10 kilos more on the bar for his third attempt at 200.
And this will be a 5 kilo personal best for Steven. And it looks like his best squat of 195 was from the Rise Open in 2023. So it's been a while since he hit the personal best. So we hope to see it here. As powerlifters, we train very hard, and sometimes it's really hard to have everything come together on competition day to get those personal bests.
Absolutely. Oh. Push through.
Nice fight through that one, Steven.
Looked good.
Referees agree.
Good left.
New personal best.
Next is Yari with 215 kilos on the bar.
Yari is asking for 215 kilos for his third. 10 kilo jump from his second.
Bar is loaded.
And this would be a personal best as well for Yari,
Yeah.
assuming he hits it.
5 kilo PR attempt.
Looking like he's done 210 at Last Chance last
Come on,
December.
Yari. Nice
Good
work.
fight.
Yeah, Yari's squat, his back position stays
That's 3 white lights with a new
that
PR.
nice neutral spine the whole time.
Congratulations.
3 white lights for Yari's third attempt.
Coming up next, we have Zach with 225
And with
kilos on
technique,
the
it's not
bar
like you
for
get
third
points for
squat.
technique, but there's definitely some lifters that you watch that
Bar is
make you
loaded for
cringe a little
Zach.
bit because they're getting so out of position, and some that you watch that is just such a beautiful squat. And you can watch it all day.
Come on, Zach.
Zach's coming out for 225 here. He took a big jump from his second, but he missed that opener, so I'm guessing that's why. This might be sort of an in-between between the planned second and third to try and make up some ground.
Nice work.
See what the referees say. 2-1. That's a
2-1,
good
that's a
lift.
good lift.
Way to come back after missing that opener. Sometimes missing that opener, it's hard because it rattles with your nerves, and it shows a lot of discipline to be able to come back from that and execute properly on the second and third.
500 pounds.
All right, Ryan is coming out for his third attempt to 27.5.
Let's go, Ryan.
He's had a good squat day so far.
And this attempt will tie his personal best. So sometimes it's not about necessarily exceeding your personal best, especially if you're looking at that total, because you need the kilos from every lift to build towards that total.
Unfortunately,
Just
a little bit
not
too much
quite
today.
there today. A little bit too heavy it looked like, but that's okay. He was still successful with his first two, so he'll get credit for the 215 towards his total.
Coming up next is Derek with 245 kilos on the bar.
6 lifters left
Bar
in
is
this
loaded for
round.
Derek. Come on, Derek.
245 is on the bar now for Derek.
Let's go, Derek. What a fight from Derek.
All right.
That's 3 white lights. Good
That was
lift.
a good lift for Derek. He worked really hard for that squat.
The door
Absolutely.
is
And I
in.
think that was a 12.5 kilo personal best, it
Wow.
looks like.
Well done.
Great progress on
He had
squats
that in
there.
the door his last meet.
All right, up next is Raymond.
Bars over for Raymond,
275 kilos on the bar. Expecting another smooth
Come on,
squat.
Ray.
Yeah, Raymond's best squat is actually 312.5 kilos.
Mhm.
But that was back in 2020. So it's been a while. It seems like his squat's been down a bit, but for recent times, this is going to be a big PR for Raymond.
Move well.
That was a nice squat.
And definitely a little bit more
It
room
is
there on
3 white
that
lights for
squat.
referees.
Raymond's
All
Good lift.
smiles
Quite
coming
happy
off.
with that one, yes.
He's back, he said.
Well done. All right, Neil has called
Coming up
for
next is Neil with
280 kilos.
on the bar.
280 will tie
Bar
his
is loaded
personal
for Neil.
best, it looks like. He's having a very strong squat day.
Neil is fired up. He is ready to go. 280 kilos, 617 pounds. Come on, Neil.
That was a very smooth third lift.
That's 3 white lights from the referee.
3 white lights
Good
from
job,
Three
Neil
Neil.
there.
whites. Good job, Neil.
Neil's a gym owner in Regina. Says, "You
Coming
wanna
up
learn how to
next,
squat like that, go
it's
to
Jacob's
French
turn to squat 280
Up
kilos.
next is Jake with 280 kilos on the bar
That's
as
a
well.
10 kilo
617
increase
pounds.
from his second attempt.
Bar is loaded for Jake.
And these guys, the provincial record in this weight class right now, Neil and Jake are in the same weight class. The provincial record is 287.5. So they're just 7.5 kilos below the provincial record.
Come on,
So
Jake, light work.
it's one of those things I would expect in the next meet or two for both of them to be
Mhm.
attempting that open provincial record.
Absolutely.
What a
Fought
grind.
through that one.
Awesome fight, Jake.
Got it up there, though. That's 3 white lights.
That's a
with
good
the wrap.
lift.
Good work,
3 for
Jake.
3 on squats for Jake.
And with that lift, Jake starts to separate the gap a little bit from Neil.
Okay, coming up next is
If he had
Dallas
missed that,
Farmer.
he would have only been 3 kilos ahead, but having made that, it keeps him 13
Bar is
kilos
loaded
ahead.
for Dallas.
So it's all going to come down to the deadlifts, obviously, but that's one battle that I'm keeping my eye on here on the score sheet.
Come on, Dallas. You got this.
All right, Dallas is coming out. He's going to retake 282.5 kilos.
He missed it on a second on depth.
This is a big squat for Dallas.
And
So
Dallas
make
is
sure
actually in the
everyone
same
get
105 kilo division, so he's just 5 kilos
Come
shy
on,
of that
Dallas.
provincial record.
Mm-hmm.
So I would kind of guess if he had made his second, he probably would have been jumping to that provincial record for his third.
You're
You
probably
got it.
right.
Come on.
But that's okay. There's always another meet you can take it at. Today's about building your total. Just not quite there today.
Gave it a good go. Spotters and loaders
Okay.
taking care of him there.
Good work, spotters and loaders, catching that.
Now we have a provincial record attempt for Matt. He is the current holder of this provincial record, so he is trying to break it. It was only set back in June, so it's a new provincial record. Obviously, progress is being made to his squat, so trying to break it by a kilo here. 306.5 is 675 pounds for those of you who don't understand kilos.
Provincial record.
And Matt's in the 120 kilo weight class. So he weighs under 120 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Matt.
Here we go. We've got our first provincial record attempt of this session.
You got this.
Come on, Matt, let's go! Come on, Matt, here we go. Come on, buddy, let's go!
The louder you guys cheer, the easier the squat is going to go. Come on.
Let him go, Matt, here we go. Nice, Matt, nice and solid.
Here we go.
Just not quite there today for Matt.
Really good attempt.
Still successful with his second attempt of 295 kilos, though.
I'm pretty sure he'll get that at his next meet.
Absolutely. And he is still the current provincial record holder of that as well. So that concludes squats for this session. There will be a 10-minute break now, and then we will move into bench press. We will see you in 10 minutes.
I'm not chatty today.
And welcome back to the bench press portion of today's competition. We've got our
First up
girls
is
flight up
Jess
first.
with 40 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Jess.
Looks like Jess will be starting us out. She's asking for 40
Bench
kilos
press
for
is
her
gonna be
opener.
3 different commands. First is going to be start, and then press, and then rack. Very technical lift.
All right, 40 kilos on the bar for Jess here.
That looks like a good opener.
Here's the referee saying,
And just waiting for the lights.
get the lights.
There we go, 3 white lights.
Easy open.
Up next will be Dina at 47.5 kilos.
Coming up next, we're going to have Dina with 47.5 kilos on the bar for opening bench. Bar is loaded for Dina.
That looked like an easy opener.
Good lift for Dina. 3 white lights.
So on the bench, the main things that the referees are looking for is that the
Next, we're going to have Jess
bar
with 52
just goes down to the
kilos on
chest,
the
it
bar
stops on the
for
chest, they
bench
wait
press.
for those commands, and then it's one
Bar is
movement
loaded.
up, that there's no downward movement. There's obviously a lot of other various rules. The head, the butt, the feet must stay in contact with the surfaces that they are on. And a relatively new rule is that the elbow has to go below the shoulder joint, which is sort of called bench depth. But those are sort of the main infractions that the referees are looking for.
So Jenna's just taking her opener here, 52.5 kilos. Moved really nicely.
3 white lights. Good lift.
Up next we have Jacqueline, calling for 55 kilos.
55 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Jack.
And this opening attempt is 2.5 kilos higher than the opening attempt at the last competition. So I expect to see sort of each of her jumps will be probably that much higher than the last competition as well, assuming all moves as anticipated.
Smooth opener.
That's a good lift. 3 white lights.
So the athletes can choose to take a hand off from one of the spotters if they would like, or they can choose to lift it out of the rack. And then they have to wait for the 3 commands from the chief referee. So once they've got it stable at the top, they've got to wait for a start command. Then once it is motionless on their chest, they've got to wait for a press command. And then once they're at full lockout again, they get a rack command. So the bench has the most commands of the 3 lifts.
Lift is always changing.
So definitely a lot that the
Hopefully right
athletes
now it's bench press.
have to train to be ready for.
Leanne Marie is just taking 60 here as you're watching. Looks like an easy opener for her there.
The opener.
Oh,
No lift. 2 to
we've
1.
got 2 to 1, no lift with a yellow card.
You see the
Looks like
referees
her butt.
indicating, that her butt came off the
During
bench.
bench press, the lifter needs to have any contact with the bench. Their head,
And that's one of those calls that the head referee is unlikely to see that because of their position, unless it comes way off the bench.
bar is loaded for Charlene.
But the various positions of the referees lets everybody be watching a slightly different thing from a slightly different perspective.
Charlene has come out to set up for 72.5 kilos, and it looks like this is about, 5 kilos over her personal best, since her last competition was over, 8 years ago, or she said it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
But,
while since she's done classic, and I think that was maybe under her maiden name, which is why I don't have it up here.
That makes sense. Nice and smooth. It's a good lift.
Good lift. 3 white lights. And a 5-kilo PR for her opener.
Kelsey's also looking for 72.5 kilos for her opener.
Bars loaded for Kelsey at same weight, 72.5 kilos.
Very easy looking opener for Kelsey.
Good lift, 3 white lights.
Sarah Novakovsky is coming up next at 77.5 kilos.
77.5 kilos on the bar for her opening bench press.
So Sarah's one of the ones that's going to be fighting for the podium in the 84 plus open division.
Bars loaded for Sarah.
And after openers, the three of them are going to be only 5 kilos apart. So I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Come on, Sarah.
77.5, 170 pounds for Sarah.
Sarah says that she was inspired to begin powerlifting because a CrossFit coach noticed she was pretty good at it. So here she is today battling for a podium position. Good looking opener.
3 white lights, that's a good lift.
And absolutely, a lot of people get into powerlifting in a variety of ways. Some people are just training for general fitness and then get connected with it. Some people are doing CrossFit, weightlifting, that sort of thing. We've got a variety of different people from all sorts of backgrounds here today.
Amanda's also opening at 77.5 kilos today. That looked pretty smooth.
Nice smooth opening attempt. 3 white lights, good
And
lift.
she gets 3 white lights from the referees. 2 more attempts in our first round of bench.
80 kilos on the bar.
JC's taking 80 kilos.
Bar is loaded. 80 kilos, JC.
And JC's actually opening up with a personal best bench, it looks like. From what I have here, it looks like, oh, you have 88, okay. Maybe the results I see don't include all of her results.
JC's favorite lift is the bench press. She says that she loves the grind.
Well, keep pushing, JC. Let's go. Oh, good fight through that. We'll have to see what the referees say about that. Unfortunately, 2 red lights. That was extremely difficult for an opening attempt.
You can come back and get that on
So I'm hoping that maybe she just had set up wrong or something like that. Because it's definitely going to be,
Coming up next is
you're going to have used a lot of energy on that attempt, fighting through that. And I'm not sure, did the referees call butt?
I think it was butt, but
That was sort of my assumption
that was
based on
mine
it being
too.
a yellow.
Bars loaded for Jen.
couldn't tell from where we were sitting.
No. So we'll hope that she can improve that on her second attempt here.
Jenny's going to close out opening attempts for the women at 92.5 kilos. This is just 2.5 kilos under her personal best. This is also her favorite lift at the moment because it's what's going well, she says.
There you go, that looked good.
Like
Nice
that.
legs.
3 white lights.
You might have noticed Jenny has what we call foot blocks. So they're just blocks on the floor that can elevate her feet slightly. Oftentimes people maybe with shorter legs or maybe just they can't get into that position with their feet fully flat on the floor. They'll use foot blocks to help bring the floor up to them because the foot does have to remain in contact with the floor. So we're starting our second round of bench press here
Bars loaded
with
for
Jess,
Jen.
42.5 kilos on the bar. She got her opening attempt at 40 and jumped 2.5 here.
Looks like she's already exceeded her personal best as well. She's having a good day.
bit too heavy right there, but again, she'll have another attempt at that on her third. Hopefully she can change something about her setup, maybe get a little bit more drive out of her feet to get that on her third attempt.
50 kilos on the bar for second attempt.
Dina's looking to take 2.5 kilos more than her opener attempt at 50 kilos.
Come on, Dina.
And Dina's an esthetician from Weyburn. No lift for Dina. Awesome fight through that. But she will have another shot at that on her second. That left arm just didn't want to get to lockout there.
7.5 kilos on the bar.
Kind of looked like the bar came straight up off her chest instead of heading back, which probably made it hard to get into position for that one.
For sure.
7.5 kilos. 126.8
Jenna's coming up next. She's calling for 57.5 kilos. She matched her personal best on her opening attempt, so she's looking to improve upon it. Nope, I just made a mistake. I wasn't reading the right lifter.
Come on, Jenna.
I still do think this is a personal best for her, though.
Okay. She was successful at it.
Three right legs.
Reading is hard.
We've got lots of screens we're looking at here.
Jackie, 50 kilos on the bar.
Our next lifter will be Jacqueline Shea, coming out for 60 kilos or 132 pounds.
Let's go, Jackie.
When she's not powerlifting, Jackie is a teacher in Saskatoon.
And that's a good lift for Jacqueline.
Right legs, good lift.
Leanne Marie is coming out next for 60 kilos. Now, she did miss this one on our opener, and it was quite a struggle through it, and then I believe got called on her butt coming off the bench.
Yep.
So I'm hoping she can just make some technical changes, maybe to her setup, and she'll be able to get this here on her second.
Completely different lift.
That moves much better than the opening attempt. So obviously it was something technical.
Good lift.
She gets 2 white lights. She's on the board. All right, that's what I like to see.
2 white lights is all you need for a good lift.
Coming up next, Charlene Kossar,
Up next is
increasing
Charlene,
2.5 kilos, calling for 75 on the bar.
Bar is loaded for sure. Come on, Char.
And yes, I think I did say this was her first classic competition, which is incorrect. I pulled up her results with her maiden name, and she's done a handful of classic competitions, but it looks like it hasn't been since 2017 that she's done one.
Smash that on her opener.
And Charlene's been competing in the sport since 2015.
When she's not lifting, she's traveling and reading and hanging out with her dog. All great things. Oh, nice and easy second.
3 white lights.
Looking good, Charlene. She's happy about that one.
Mobile on that one.
Moving on to our next lifter, Kelsey Goodmanson is asking for 77.5.
Coming up next is Kelsey. 77.
She was successful with her opening attempt of 72.5, jumping 5 here to her second. And this lift will tie her personal best, maybe be 2.5 kilos shy of it.
outside of her training, Kelsey is a personal trainer and powerlifting coach, so love of the sport all around.
Three white lights for the referees. That's a good lift. Next up, we have JC coming out for 80 kilos.
Bar is loaded for JC.
Now, she did miss this on her opening attempt. So again, hopefully it's just a positional thing. She can make a correction to the way that she sets up, and this will be easy.
JC's also a personal trainer.
So she's getting a replace command from the referees. The referees don't like how she's set up, but she still has 25 seconds to get set up. Sounds like it was something about the way her feet were positioned. So she just needs to make a correction there. She's still got 15 seconds to get that start command.
Got that one moving quite a bit faster.
There we go. She keeps herself in the meat there. Excellent work.
Coming up next.
Moving up to Sarah, 82.5 kilos. Sarah was successful with 77.5 on her opener and is jumping 5 here to her second attempt.
Bar is loaded for Sarah.
And Sarah has competed at 2 national championships. She's competed at Nationals 2024 and 2025, so has a bit of national level experience as well.
That was a very smooth second.
Sarah was pretty excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see what she does in her third.
Up next. All right. Up next, we have Amanda Bristol, 85 kilos on the bar for her.
A 7.5 kilo jump from her opener here. Very smooth looking second attempt. 3 white lights. That was nice and strong for Amanda's second. And rounding out our second round of bench, Jenny's asking for 97.5 kilos.
This will be a 2.5 kilo PB. Bar is loaded for Jenny. Says her bench is going well currently.
And Jenny has indicated that her bench has been going well, so hopefully we'll see a personal best attempt here on her second, and then she'll be able to push that a little bit higher for her third. Oh, unfortunately that wasn't there on that attempt. Hopefully she can make a correction and come back and get that on her third.
Okay, we're back up to the top of the order.
We will now be starting our third attempt bench. Top of the order, Jess Anderson is taking 42.5. Jess missed this on her second, but we've seen that a couple of times already where there's been a miss and then the next attempt has been a huge correction and it's moved better. So hopefully that is the case for Jess today.
Come on, Jess. Let's go.
Unfortunately not today, but still successful with her opener of 40 kilos, so she still is working towards that total.
Up next, Dina is going to take 50 kilos again for her third attempt. She missed this on her second, so she's going to give it another crack.
And Dina fought hard through that second attempt. So hopefully she didn't use too much energy on that attempt and had enough recovery time between to be ready to come out and move this one with some speed.
It's not quite there today.
Still will get credit for her opener of 47.5.
Jenna's going to be our next lifter up, calling for 60 kilos, a 2.5 increase from her second attempt. I think this will also be a personal best for her if she's successful.
And Jenna's a teacher out of Saskatoon and got into powerlifting by taking classes at Mackey Physio.
Come on, Jenna.
Set it up.
Nice work.
That's a good fight through that one. 2-1. That's a good lift. She got a blue card from that one side. Maybe for
Next is Jackie.
up and down or not locked out. I'm not sure. I didn't see what that would be called for, but every referee has a different perspective.
Bars loaded for Jackie.
And that's why there's 3 of them.
So Jacqueline is up next, calling for 65
Come on, Jackie.
kilos. She was successful at 60 on her second. So she's looking to increase her personal best, which is currently 62.5 with this attempt. Oh, yeah.
Nice work.
That was an easy third attempt.
White lights
New
for
personal
Jackie.
best.
Good lift. Up next is Leanne
Coming up
Marie.
next, we have Leanne Marie calling for 70 kilos on the bar. That's a 10 kilo increase from her second, which was a retake, which was very fast. So she's probably trying to make up some ground from that first misgroove.
Absolutely. I would guess this wasn't the planned
No.
second attempt jump, but maybe the third, and you might as well sometimes swing for it. Take that bigger jump.
Oh, nice and fast
There
again.
you go. And I think her total will be rewarded by that.
Absolutely.
2-1. Good lift.
And new personal best as well by 2.5 kilos.
Come on, next is
We'll
Shar.
have Charlene Hossar coming out for her third attempt bench press here with 80 kilos or 176 pounds.
Bar is loaded for Shar. Let's go.
Charlene weighed in just over 75 kilos today, so this is probably the first time she's bench pressing more than her own body weight as a classic lifter.
I would say so, yeah. Yeah, at quick glance for results, that looks to be correct. Just not quite there today. She'll get that at her next competition, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
That's a good attempt.
Kelsey's also looking to take 80 kilograms for her third attempt today. This would be a match to her personal best, I believe.
We have 2 more lifters in this session to change rovers. Flight B changes to overs, 2 more lifters.
She got inspired to start powerlifting because she's always been doing a squat, bench, and deadlift in the gym, and she wanted to take it to the next level. Sometimes having a competition can be a great incentive to push a little bit harder in the gym.
Not quite there today.
And that's okay. She'll still get credit for her second attempt of 77.5. We've got 4 female bench press attempts left here. JC's taking 82.5. JC was another one who missed her opener. Came and got it on her second, so a small jump for her third attempt here, 82.5.
Let's go, JC! Set it up!
Come on, JC.
You got this! Come on, JC, here we go!
JC said that she's a stay-at-home mom as well as a personal trainer. She's from Swift Current. Unfortunately, not quite there today. Still successful with that second attempt of 80 kilos.
Coming up next, we have Sarah Novakoski, 87.5 kilos. Up 5 kilos from her second attempt.
87.5 kilos.
Nice looking third attempt from Sarah. Maybe a little bit more left there too. Amanda Bristol is up next, taking a 5 kilo jump to 90 kilos for her third attempt. Just 2 more females and then we'll move into our second fight of men's open. Nice steady looking press. Referees say it's a good lift.
That's a good lift for Amanda.
And our final bencher today in the women's flight,
Okay, with our
Jenny
last
Henty's coming out for 97.5.
flight A.
Jenny missed this on her second one, so I'm hopeful that she can again make some maybe small technical adjustments. She was successful with her opener of 92.5 though, so she does still have a total. We're not worried about that. We just want to see her get this attempt so she can use these extra 5 kilos towards her total. And just a bit too heavy today. That's unfortunate because she had indicated that her bench was going so well, and 92.5 did move well, but then 97 just wasn't there today.
I think at the end there, the ladies in the 84 plus are separated by 6 GL points, maybe 5 or 6. So going
Yeah,
into
it's
deadlifts, it's
definitely-
going to be an interesting competition.
We'll keep our eye on that one for sure. All right, so rolling right into our men's flight. First up, we've got Jordan Watch taking 105 kilos. Oh, very easy looking opener. Moved with tons of speed.
Good lift.
Next up, we've got Steven taking 107.5.
kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Steven. Up next will be Yari.
Stevens had a good start to his day. He went 3 for 3 in the squats earlier.
Just adjusting his wrist wraps. He'll be out momentarily.
So on the bench, it's common to see athletes come out wearing wrist straps, so you can see them on his wrists there. Just provide a little bit of support through the bench.
good looking opener.
3 white lights, that's a good opener.
Yari Friesen is coming up next, opening at 115 kilos, which I think is a 2.5 over his current personal best.
Bars loaded for Yari. Up next will be Ryan.
Seems like it's been happening a lot today, but it is pretty rare to open with a personal best. Most often, you sort of slowly creep that progress. So obviously training's been going very well when you can come in and open with a personal best and not have to sort of climb to it and chip it.
Absolutely.
Smooth looking opener for Yari. That's a good lift.
Up next, we have Ryan McCauley, opening at 135 kilos for his bench press.
Bars loaded for Ryan.
That's a good
3 white
lift.
lights, that's a good lift. Coming up is Zach, 140 kilos on
We
the
hope
bar.
to keep these good attempts rolling. And Zach is asking for 140 kilos for his opener.
Bars loaded for Zach. Come on, Zach.
And Zach wanted to thank his wife and kids and coach for all of their support in every day and in getting him to the platform today. So we got a rack command there. So he still has 30 seconds. He just needs to set up with his feet a little bit flatter on the floor. None of the referees were putting their hands down to get that start command. He still has 15 seconds on the clock.
Looked
Love
like
that
a good lift there.
3 white lights. Good lift.
So the feet have to be flat on the ground, and there's definitely some styles of shoes that look like it's a more rounded sole than it actually might be. So there's definitely a sort of line of choosing the right footwear so that you're not going to have to deal with having to re-rack the bar.
Bars loaded for Tristan.
Next up, we've got Tristan taking 152.5 or 336 pounds for his opening attempt.
Evidently, you can still bench press with a broken toe.
And Tristan was our athlete who squat 75 kilos and then passed on his next two because of that foot problem. But it looks like he can still get enough leg drive. Yeah, very nice.
Good opener.
I don't think he needed any leg drive for
Apparently
that.
not.
Good lift.
Next up, we have Derek Van Gool taking 155 kilos.
5 kilos. Bars loaded for Derek. Come on, Derek.
That was a good lift. There's a bit of a funny wobble at the top or something there, so I wasn't sure if he was going to get a strange call on that, but thankfully 3 wet lights came through.
Bars loaded for Dallas. 155
Dallas
kilos.
Reimer is up next. Same weight, 155 kilos.
And as you can see, some athletes choose to self-handoff, some get a handoff assistance from the spotter. It's very much personal preference. Some people can set up better lifting off themselves. Some people can set up better when they get a handoff.
Very easy opener.
Jeez.
3 white lights. That's a
3
good-
white lights. That was so fast.
Our next lifter up will be Neil. He's opening today at 160 kilos.
60 kilos for Neil. Bar is loaded.
Neil wanted to say thank you to his team at Trench Fitness and to his family for supporting him. Very fast opener.
The opener for Neil. The 3
I
white
expect
lights.
we might see a
Good lift.
decent-sized jump for his second attempt. Matt's up next with 167.5.
167.5 kilos for his opener bench. Following Matt will be Raymond. Bar is loaded for Matt.
Matt gets credit for his first 2 squats, 295. And then opening up with bench here, 167.5. And personal best here is 182.5, so definitely within shooting range today.
Well, he launched that.
Yeah, that moved like an opener should, Matt.
Three white lights,
Absolutely
three
white
white
lights.
lights.
I suspect he'll take a large jump on his second.
All right, Raymond is up next, opening up with
Coming next is
172.5.
The opening bench press of 172.5.
You were saying
Bar
that
is
he
loaded for
competed
Ray.
yesterday in the
He-
bench only.
Yeah, he did compete yesterday, and he
Ray
opened
had
at the
an
same
excellent
number,
squat event.
172.5, and
He beat that
finished the
back
day
in
going
bench
3
press.
for 3 with 185. So I would expect that he makes similar jumps. I would hope that he makes bigger jumps than yesterday, based on how yesterday's moved, but
I
we'll
think he
see.
holds the bench record as well.
Yeah, that looks good. 3 white lights for Ray.
Or he might be.
It doesn't look like Raymond holds
Nope.
any of the
I
provincial
was
records
mistaken
right now.
Yep.
Coming up next is Jake with
So our last
163
bencher, we have a
kilos.
provincial record attempt here.
That must be a provincial record.
183 kilos is on the bar. So for the open men's 105 kilo division, the record is currently 182 kilos, held by Daniel Thrasher. And that was set in October 2022, so a couple of years old.
Oh, okay.
So Jake is coming out here to open with it, which it's one of those things when you open with a record, obviously your training has gone very well.
Provincial record attempt on his
The other
opening
potential
attempt.
advantage here
No hand
is
up.
that he'll have a chip on his total, although it looks like he's the lightest lifter, so he doesn't actually need it. It won't be necessarily helpful in number calling because he's the lightest lifter, so he would just have to tie in this division.
Looks like the referees, his heels were up, so they were just giving a replace command to get him to set that up a little bit better.
He's got 9 seconds to get that command. I don't see heels going down, though. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to time out this
Unfortunately,
lift.
we timed out.
That's okay, though. He still has 2 more, and the good thing about that one is that he didn't expend any energy attempting the lift. It was just a technical thing with his setup. So he maybe either needs to change something with his setup, or potentially will go and change his shoes to choose a different pair of shoes that maybe looks a little bit better. It looks like the whole of the shoe is down on the ground.
Bar is loaded.
It's an unfortunate call, but the referees have to call what they see. Starting our second round of bench press, Jordan's coming out for 115 kilos for his second attempt. He was successful with 105 for his opener.
Very smooth.
And that ties his personal best.
Well done.
So we will see how much of a jump he chooses to take for his third. Sometimes it's that debate of it moved so well, so you want to take a big jump, but you also want to set yourself up for success and sort of make sure it's one of those lifts that you can get.
Absolutely. Steven is coming out here right now, and he's also looking for 115 kilos for his second attempt. Looks good from here.
Oh, unfortunately not. 2-1, no lift. Potentially butt.
Yep, looks like the
Came off
referees
the
are
bench.
signaling butt.
So hopefully he can change something about his setup and correct that on his third. Still, he was successful with his opener, so we're not worried about that total, but we want to see him get some more kilos to contribute towards it. Yari did just a 2.5 kilo jump from his opener to his second. It's a bit smaller than I would have anticipated, but I think his opener, it moved on the slower side. I'd kind of assumed that that was just the type of bencher he was, but maybe it moved slower than he anticipated. Fight through that. Oh, unfortunately not. So yeah, he must have felt something on his opener that he knew he didn't need to, he couldn't take a big jump.
Our next lifter is Ryan McCulkey, and he's looking for 140 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from his opener.
Bar is loaded. Should make easy work of this.
I think his opener was pretty quick.
And Ryan trains out of Foundation Fitness in Regina, I believe.
He does. Oh yeah, another smooth lift.
Three white legs, that's a good lift.
And a good second attempt for Ryan. Next up, we're going to have Zach coming out for 145 kilos, or 319 pounds.
319 pounds.
Jumping that 5 kilos from first to second. And it looks like Zach's personal best, from what I have record of, is 145 kilos, so this matches it. But I do acknowledge that the data I have might not be completely accurate.
That moved very quickly.
Yeah, 2-1, a good lift. So either not locked out or downward motion. Not sure what that call specifically would have been, but it sort of doesn't matter because there was two white lights.
Up next is Tristan, 162.5 kilos.
Tristan is coming out next, 162.5 kilos.
And a 10 kilo jump from his opening attempt. It looks like his best bench is 155 kilos, so this will be a solid personal best on his second attempt, assuming he gets it. And right now his favorite lift is the bench press because his toe is broken. Sometimes when those lower body injuries happen, it gives you a little bit more time to focus on some upper body stuff.
That's how I got into equipped lifting. Another
Oh,
very
very easy.
smooth lift.
That was very fast.
And a new personal best.
I'll be curious to see how much of a jump he does on his third attempt. Because he did a 10 kilo jump there, so I'd sort of anticipate a 7 kilo jump to 170. But we'll have to see what he and his coaches decide to put in.
Up next, Derek, just setting up here, looking for 162.5 kilos on his second attempt. Looked like a good lift, and the referees agree.
And it looked from my perspective like he might have hit the rack as he was coming up. But as long as you don't use the rack for assistance, it's okay if you do clip the rack. Sort of a judgment call from the referees, whether it's just incidental or if it's intentional to try and assist in the lift.
Bar is loaded for Neil.
Coming up next is Neil. He's asking for 167.5 kilos on the bar, a 7.5 kilo increase from his opening attempt. Well, that moved very quickly.
Absolutely. 3 white lights on that one. Nice work, Neil. Taking the weight up to 170 kilos. This is a big jump. 15 kilo jump from Dallas's opener to his second here.
Absolutely. It's 2.5 kilos over what I have recorded as his personal best currently.
That's what it looks like to me. So I guess jump to your personal best. The opener, if it moved as planned, nice and fast. Jump to that personal best on your second so you have the opportunity to push things a little bit higher.
I made short work of that.
Three white lights.
It's a good lift.
That looked pretty easy for our personal best attempt.
Absolutely.
3 lifters left in our second round here. Matt's taking 175 kilos. A 7.5 kilo jump from his second. Lots of power there behind Matt's bench press. 2-1, good lift. One referee saw some light underneath the butt, but only from one side, so that's okay.
We're locking eyes. Bars loaded for Ray.
Up next is Raymond Hickey, 182.5 kilos, 10 kilo jump from his opener.
Awesome. I was hoping I would see that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger of a jump than his one yesterday, so it's good to see Raymond putting up some big numbers.
Very nice second.
That moved well. 3 white lights.
That was a very easy second attempt. Every time I watch him lift, I wonder like what his ceiling actually is because he makes every attempt look so easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next is Jake at 180.
All right, so we have Jake coming out next for 183 kilos, which is a provincial record attempt. He was unsuccessful on his opener, but he was unsuccessful because he wasn't getting a start command because his heels weren't down. Now it looks to me like he's still in the same footwear he was in on his opening attempt. So hopefully he's able to change his setup a little bit so he's able to get his feet set in a satisfactory position for the referees. Still not getting that start command due to his setup. So it looks to me from here that the way he positions his foot in his shoe It's really towards the
15 seconds.
toes, and that's allowing the heel of the shoe
Watch time.
to come up.
Heels.
Now he's got 3 seconds. Still not getting that start command. So unfortunately, he's going to time out again. I'm hopeful that his coach will encourage him to go and change shoes, whether he has another pair in his bag
Thank you.
or find someone who has a
an
similar
extra pair
size
of
shoes,
shoes.
because I think those shoes are obviously hurting him right now because he's not getting that start command. And from the angle that I'm sitting at, I can see what the referees
Yeah.
are calling. So it's unfortunate because, I think it's just part of the way the sole of the shoe is shaped and where his foot is sitting in the shoe. So where he can actually push down to get on the ground. So that'll be an exciting third round of bench for him. Hopefully he can get it.
All right, we're at the top of the thirds for bench press, and Steven is starting us off. He's calling for 117.5 kilos. He has gone up a little bit, unsuccessful at 115 on his second attempt. So he's confident
17.5 kilos.
in this one. It looks like he had reason to be. Referees agree.
That's a good lift, Steven.
It's always good to see that. When you miss an attempt and go up, I'm always a little bit nervous for you.
Next we're gonna have Yari.
But it's nice when you get the reward of it.
Bar is loaded.
All right, Yari's taking the same weight, 117.5. He also missed this on his second one, so I'm hoping we get sort of a repeat of the last one, and Yari comes out and...
Minute to rest rather than just
Oh, it sounds like actually he might not be coming out for this. So he's just giving the rest of the athletes an additional minute of rest. He's timing out his attempt, and then we will move on to Jordan Watch. So this is the last session of the 2025 Provincial Championships. The next powerlifting competition in the province is the Rise Strength Open, which is being held in Saskatoon in late October. Details about that event are on Sask Powerlifting's website, saskpowerlifting.ca, under upcoming events, and registration is currently open for that competition. So if you're watching this and think, hey, this sport might be for me, I want to try it out, get registered in the next couple of days, and we could see you on the platform in just a few weeks.
lights,
All right.
referees.
Referees are just
Referees.
doing lights for that timeout there. So the platform crew is going to get the bar loaded to 120 kilos now
Come on, next
for
we have
Jordan.
120 kilos on the bar.
Jordan was successful at 115 kilos for his second bench press attempt. And this will be a 5 kilo personal best if he is
Come on, Jordan.
successful.
Come on, crowd.
And Jordan was inspired to start competing by Neil Kachuk, who is competing today.
Nice work.
That was nice and
third
smooth.
attempt. Awesome work, Jordan.
New
Great light.
personal best. Our next lifter up is Ryan. Ryan has asked for 145 kilos, a 5 kilo increase from his second attempt, and that moved really nicely, so
Last 5 kilos.
hoping to improve on that.
See if we can do it another 5 kilos.
Nice fight through the top on that one for Ryan. 3 white lights.
Three white lights, big
Good
lights.
looking lift. Ryan goes 3 for 3 on the bench press.
Coming up next, we have Zach.
Our next lifter
150
is
kilos on the bar.
Zach. 150 kilos is what he's asking for his third attempt, up 5 kilos from his second.
And
Come on, Zach.
I believe this will be a personal best for Zach based on the numbers he provided and the numbers I could find.
moved very quickly.
That was very easy for a third attempt.
He's having a good day.
That sets him up in a very good place for his next competition.
Coming up next, we have Derek. Bar overload.
Derek's our next athlete, taking 167.5 kilos for his third bench press attempt. Derek trains with Bridge City Barbell out of Saskatoon.
Come on, Derek.
So if you're in Saskatoon, that's definitely a club to check out. On our website, saskpowerlifting.ca, we've got registered clubs listed there with some contact information. So if you're looking to get more information about a sport in certain regions, you can find contact details. Just not quite there for Derek.
No left for Derek.
Still successful with his second attempt of 162.5.
Next, we have Tristan at 170 kilos.
All right, Tristan is up next. Looks like he took a 7.5 kilo jump. He's calling for 170 kilos for his third attempt. His second was very quick. We were expecting a 7.5, 10-ish kilo jump, so he's pretty confident. He's called for that.
Yeah, and well surpassing his previous personal best today.
Come on, Tristan.
It looks like it was 155.
Okay.
So having to focus on upper body can definitely be an advantage sometimes. Oh, nice fight through that one.
That was a good fight.
And he's rewarded with 3 white lights.
Great day on bench for Tristan.
Absolutely.
Bar is loaded for Neil, 172.5 kilos.
Neil's coming up next. He is calling for 172.5 kilos, just shy of his personal best today. He's having an excellent day so far. He's gone 5 for 5 on the lifts he's attempted.
Neil's had a perfect day so far. Let's see if we can keep that going.
That was a really nice third.
A little bit left in the tank there too for Neil.
Absolutely.
6 for 6. Keep it going, Neil.
Taking the bar up, we have Dallas coming out for 175 kilos next, 385 pounds.
Good looking bench press at 3 red plates.
Dallas trains out of Rise Strength Lab in Saskatoon. And he is a manufacturing engineer.
Come on, Dallas.
Dallas's bench has been moving well today.
You got this, Dallas.
That was smooth.
I almost want to say that looked better than his second attempt. 3 for 3 on the squats for Dallas. We have 3 more attempts left, and then we'll take a 10-minute break before deadlifts. Matt's asking for 182.5, just over 400 pounds, 402 pounds.
This matches his personal best, I believe. Dallas would like to, or Matt, sorry, would like to thank his family at home, the team at Bridge City Barbell, for all their support and encouragement.
Just not quite there today for Matt,
He went for it.
but still gets credit for 175 on his second. All right, next up we have Jake coming out for 183 kilos. So he's missed this on his first 2 attempts. The good thing about it is he hasn't actually attempted it. He's never got the start command.
Heels on the floor.
The unfortunate thing is he has been getting called on his heels being off. So it looks to me like he has changed his footwear, which makes me happy because the other ones just weren't working for him today to get that start command. So I'm hoping he can set his feet in a bit different position with this different shoe, that he'll get that start command. And because it's opener weight, I assume it will move very well. So this is a provincial record attempt on the line as well. There we go. Referees. 3 white lights.
He's in the meat. Gets to stay in.
All right, and our final bencher of the day, 187.5 for Raymond.
Smaller jump than I would have thought Raymond might have taken.
We have one more bench. We have Ray coming up on bench.
He's looking for a 5 kilo jump.
Yeah, it's 2.5 kilos more than he did yesterday, so maybe that's what he's looking at, just slowly
Improving
chipping
on,
up.
yep.
Bar is loaded for Ray. Come on, Ray.
And based on my memory, which I don't always trust, I feel like Ray's lifts always look easy, and then at some point he does hit a wall. And it looks like this lift would be best for recent times.
Wow.
But that still looks pretty easy to me.
Well done. Raymond finishes bench. He's 6 for 6 now on the day.
Absolutely. With a lot more left in the tank.
Absolutely.
All right, so that wraps up our bench press portion. We will take a 10-minute break here and then be back for the final group of deadlifts of the 2025 Saskatchewan Powerlifting Association Provincials. We will see you in 10 minutes. And we are back, about to start deadlifts
Final lift of the day.
of our
Deadlift.
open session. First up, we have Dina,
First will be Dina.
starting with 100 kilos on the bar.
Now we'll wait for our referees to get situated.
We have a few divisions that are relatively close that we will keep our eye on. Definitely a close battle in the 84 plus division for top three. Those ladies are separated by just 10 kilos from first to third. So attempt selection during deadlifts is going to be important. Hopefully they all have coaching teams with them that can help watch that, because as an athlete, it's hard to watch.
That was an easy opener.
But first we got Dina starting us off with 100 kilos, nice and easy.
Jess Anderson is our second athlete coming out for deadlifts, 115 kilos on the bar. If I'm reading this correctly, she is opening above her personal best.
Bar is loaded.
That's always a good situation to be in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well.
Well, she shared with us that her favorite lift right now is deadlift at this meet. She's really enjoyed building confidence with this lift, and it looks like it.
Absolutely. That's the great thing about our sport. It can help build confidence in so many areas, not just in relationship to lifting the actual weights, but outside of the gym as well.
Next is going to be Jenna.
Jenna's coming up next, 125 kilos for her opener today. Jenna's had a great day so far, going 6 for 6 on squat and bench press so far.
That was a good opener for Jenna. And Jenna wanted to thank her mom, her coach, and her cousin Jackie for all of their support.
Up next is Jackie, 135 kilos. Bar is loaded for
Jacqueline is up next, 135 kilos on the bar. Jacqueline wanted to thank her aunt, her cousin, and her coach. And it looks like she's coached by Kelsey, who's also in this flight.
And smooth looking opening there for Jacqueline as well.
Up next is JC, calling for 145 kilos.
Up next is JC. Bar is loaded.
And JC's competing in her
145 kilos on the bar.
second powerlifting meet, it looks like.
Yeah.
And 3 white lights on that. Nice work, JC. So everybody getting their first deadlift attempts indicates that they're going to have a total today, which is what ranks them within their weight category. So we want to see everybody get that opener deadlift in, so there's no pressure about that total.
Leanne Murray is setting up right now. There's 145 kilos on that bar.
Perfect. Another beautiful looking opener.
Easy opener, 3 white lights. Up next, we're going to have Shar.
We are
Bar is
rolling
loaded.
quickly through this
150
group.
kilos.
Our spotters are working fast. Charlene's up next with 150 kilos, 330 pounds.
Charlene wanted to thank her husband, her coach Ryan Fowler, and her Olympia teammates. And it sounds like her niece Aubrey is in the crowd today.
3 white lights, good lift.
And a good opener for Char. Jenny's taking 165 for her opening deadlift.
Jenny at 165 kilos. Bar is loaded for Jenny.
And Jenny has lifted at nationals the last 2 years in bench only.
Nice.
I know she's trying to get that national qualifying total, and I haven't checked yet how close she is today. But we'll try and keep an eye on that.
Smooth
Your white
opener.
lights, good lift.
Coming up next, we have Amanda Bristol, 175
Next up, we're gonna
kilos
have
for
Amanda,
her opener
175
today.
kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Amanda.
That was a smooth looking opener for Amanda.
3 white lights, that's a good lift.
Sarah Novikowski is up next,
Next, we're on
180
Sarah,
kilos for her
180
opener.
kilos, bar is loaded.
So right now in the 84 plus kilo division, Amanda is in first place. Sarah, assuming she gets this next attempt, will be in second place, and Jenny is in third. So like we said, they're all within 10 kilos, so it's really anybody's game right now. It's going to come down to attempt selection and making lifts. So we'll see how this moves for Sarah, and that should give us a good indication of where her top end is.
Oh, that looked pretty easy.
Yeah, it definitely has a good bit in the tank there. And our final deadlifter of the first round,
Coming up next,
Kelsey Goodmanson's taking 180 kilos.
180 kilos. Bar is loaded.
This is Kelsey's lift. She loves to deadlift because she has long arms.
It's definitely an advantage in the deadlift. And she's opening 10 kilos under the provincial record. So I'm hoping that she's able to make the jumps to get to the provincial record attempt today.
All right, all the ladies are on the board.
So moving into round 2, Dina's starting us off with 110 kilos, 242 pounds.
Bar is loaded.
Dina was inspired to start powerlifting because of Marnell and Frankie.
Your white
And I
lights,
think
that's a good lift.
both of those ladies might be helping coach her today as well.
Oh, nice.
Up next is Jess with
Our next lifter is going to be
122.
Jess Anderson, taking 122.5.
Bar is loaded.
And I think, Jess had opened with a new personal best. So this is well exceeding it. She's getting more and more comfortable with deadlifts, she said.
Jess is being coached today by Shauna Hammer, who is also somebody she would like to thank. Oh yeah, that moved really nicely.
3 white lights, that's a
She's
good
clearly
lift.
happy with that.
Coming up next, we're gonna have
Up
Jenna.
next is Jenna. Jenna has taken a 10 kilo jump, calling for 135
Bar
kilos.
is loaded for Jenna.
Another good lift.
Your white lights, that's a good lift.
Jacqueline Shea is up next, 145 kilos. If she is successful at this, that looks like it's a 5 kilo personal best.
Gotta love seeing that on the second attempt.
Very exciting as a lifter for sure. Made short work of that one.
3 white lights, that's a good lift.
And you might have noticed the different positions that the lifters are coming out in. So there's a closer stance called conventional and then a wider stance
We have JC,
called
152.5
sumo. The
kilos.
athletes can choose whichever one they want to lift. Usually most people will be better suited for one over the other just based on their limb length. But some people will sort of flip back and forth depending on how that training cycle is going. But both are legal lifts as long as you basically pick the bar up and it only goes upwards as soon as it leaves the floor. And then you get to standing fully upright at the top.
Two to
Oh,
one.
2 to 1. Good lift. Got a red card from the one side due to not being locked out. So it could have been a knees or a shoulder issue that one of the referees saw, but got 2 white lights, so that's all that matters.
All right, Charlene is walking out onto the platform right now, looking to take 160 kilos.
That was a good second attempt for Charlene there.
It's been so long that she's done a classic meet that she's smashed her personal best.
Absolutely.
Anne Marie at 167.5. Bars loaded.
Leanne Marie's coming out as our next lifter. She wanted to thank her boyfriend for always listening to her and making powerlifting her personality, I think is what it says. Sorry, I struggled to read that. Solid second attempt for Leanne Marie. Referees agree with 3 white lights.
And I think a small personal best for her there, 2.5 kilos.
Beautiful.
Now next we have Jenny at 175 kilos. Bars loaded for Jenny.
Jenny's coming out now for 175 kilos. This would be a 2.5 kilo personal best.
And based on quick reference, she's going to be very close to the qualifying total she needs for nationals. If she can get a small increase on that on her third attempt. So I believe the national qualifying total for her division is 440 kilos. That second attempt puts her at 437.5 kilos. So if that's the priority today, I would anticipate she'll have a 2.5 kilo jump on that, so 177.5 just to match it. And I just saw that go in. So her third attempt's 177.5.
Looking to secure that total.
Just to get that total, and she can plan to go to powerlifting nationals and do the 3 lift portion in addition to the bench only. The bar is currently loaded for Kelsey, but I'm kind of getting an indication here that she's not coming out for it. We've got to wait for it to time out, but based on the people I'm seeing around the entrance, she's not going to be coming out for this. And the fact that we've got a spotter on the platform waiting for the time to run out. So again, she would just do this to give herself a rest, give her competitors an extra rest. I'm not sure if we'll see her coming out for her third. The only thing I'm wondering is, did they miss getting her second attempt in? So it's not worth coming out for the 2.5 kilo jump? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens on the third attempt there with Kelsey. I'm not sure if something happened on her first or what's going on for her. Hopefully she's okay and comes out for her third attempt.
All right, here comes Amanda Bristol, 187.5 kilos. 12.5 kilo jump. Just as smooth as her open.
She's not a fast lifter, she's not an explosive lifter, but it's just steady pace all day.
Very consistent, very methodical.
Next, we're gonna have Sarah.
And that pull moved her into first in the 84 plus division right now. So Sarah is our next lifter. She jumped 12.5, but that opener moved very quickly, so I expect this to move okay. And this would move her from third into second in the 84 plus.
Sarah wants to thank her mom and Adam for making sure that she doesn't have to worry on competition days like today. So
It's nice when all you have to focus on is your lifting, and that was beautiful. Three white lights. All right, starting our final round of deadlifts for this women's flight. Dina is taking 120 kilos, so a 10-kilo jump from her second. Dina is going to be our provincial champion in the 63-kilo open division.
wow, great accomplishment.
So right now she's just trying to push her total a little bit higher from 252.5 kilos to 262.5.
Bars loaded for Dina. Just over 2 times her body weight.
Oh, that moved well.
Yeah, had to fight through the top lockout, but she looks happy coming off the platform about that.
5-kilo personal best to end her day.
We're gonna have Jess, 127.5 kilos.
Jess Anderson is our next athlete, and she's going to be our gold medalist in the 84-kilo division, jumping 5 kilos for this third attempt.
Baby powder on the bars for everyone. Bars loaded for
And she
Jess.
wants to age with strength and focus on what her body can do and not what it looks like. So she's absolutely done that today. Expressed great displays of strength. And that's the great thing about this sport. It really shows you what your body's capable of.
Oh, look at that pull.
And 3 white lights to finish her day.
That's a 20-kilogram personal best on deadlift today.
That's
Up next,
incredible.
we have Jenna at 142.5 kilos. So
Up
far,
next is
is
Jenna, 142.5 kilos.
Perfect day. 9 for
So
9.
Jenna's
Bars
looking
loaded.
to get a new personal best on the deadlift. I would assume a new personal best on the total as well. Yep, it looks like it. And if she makes this, she will have made all of her attempts today. And that we call that going 9 for 9.
Well, that came off the floor very quickly.
3 white lights.
3 white
Perfect
lights,
day.
9 for 9 today.
These ladies are on fire.
Up next, we're gonna have
All right, we've got
Jackie
another one
at
trying to go 9 for 9 today.
152.5
Jacqueline
kilos.
Shea
Jackie
is
is
taking
also
152.5.
also doing 9 for 9.
7.5
Bars
kilo
loaded.
jump. Jacqueline's going to finish in
Come on,
4th
Jackie.
place in the 84 plus kilo division. That was another good looking third attempt.
Great looking
3
pull.
white lights. Good
She's
lift.
very
9 for
pleased with
9.
that, as she should be.
It's always tough because when a third attempt moves like that, you always wonder what more could I have done today. Sort of that balance of would I rather miss it or would I rather make it? I think I would always rather make it,
Me
but
too.
there's always that woulda, coulda, shoulda in your mind.
Well, she knows she can go after more next time.
Absolutely.
JC's coming out for her last deadlift, 162.5 kilos on that bar.
And I've missed this. We actually got a battle happening here in the 76 kilo class as well. And
2 to 1. That's a
still
good
one
lift.
red for not being locked out. So that lift moved JC into silver in the 76 kilo division.
We have an attempt change.
We've got an attempt change coming in, so we'll just pause it for a second here. So in the deadlifts, lifters can change their third attempt up to 2 times, and it's just a matter of jockeying for position. So right now, I believe Charlene might have dropped hers there,
2.5 kilos.
2.5 kilos. So this attempt will move Char into first place in the 76 kilo division
Come on,
with
Char.
1 lifters to go.
Oh, yeah. That looks great.
There we go for Char.
She had a great day today. 8 for 9, I believe.
All right. Yeah, this battle sort of snuck up on me. Apologies about that, guys. So Leanne Marie now is attempting 170 kilos, which would give her a total of 370 kilos as well, which is the same as JC. And because she is the lighter, she would win on body weight. So if you're the lighter lifter, you only have to tie the other person. You don't have to outright beat them. So that's what she's hoping to do here today. She stood up with it. What do the referees think? Unfortunately, no. I think she got called on supporting the bar on her thighs as she lifted it up. She still finishes with a bronze medal in the 76 kilo division, and JC finishes with the silver, and Charlene with the gold.
391 pounds.
Okay, Jenny Hendy's up next. This will be a national qualifying total, should she make this. Additionally, it doesn't move her placing wise, so she's going to finish in bronze in the 84 plus kilo division. All right, we'll see what the referees say.
See what the referees say on that one.
2
to
white
1.
lines.
Good lift.
There we go. She has now hit her powerlifting national qualifying total. Congratulations, Jenny. And she is the bronze medalist in the 84 plus division.
Presumably going to timeout.
Kelsey Goodmanson still has 182.5 on the bar. It looks like she's coming out just to shake the referee's hands.
Shake hands with the referee.
So she's just timing out her attempt. Hopefully she's okay and didn't injure herself or anything on the first attempt. She looks like she's in good spirits, so thinking maybe just is choosing not to pull 2 more times just to conserve energy, maybe no risk of injury, no point.
Yeah, Kelsey wants to thank her coach, Danny. Today he's been out on the platform coaching many athletes this weekend. She also would like to thank her family and friends and her boyfriend for endless support. It does take a lot of support from our friends, our peers, and our families to get through a prep for a powerlifting competition.
Absolutely. All right, some interesting stuff. The next 2 attempts, once Kelsey times out, we've got 2 ladies with provincial record attempts in. So Amanda and Sarah are both in the same weight category. So right now Amanda is in first place in the 84 plus kilo division, and she is loading up 203 kilos, which is a new provincial record attempt in the 84 plus kilo division. It's currently held by Jade Watson. And then we have Sarah Novikowski that will be coming out to try and break the record that Amanda sets. So definitely some good battle happening here. It looks like we will have to see what happens here. If Amanda makes this attempt, I assume that Sarah won't adjust her attempt. If she doesn't, I'll let you know the situation once this lift is done. So right now, Amanda is in first place in the 84 plus division. She was so close to lockout. Good try, Amanda.
Great attempt.
That'll be there at the next competition.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Sarah is our final deadlifter. So Sarah is attempting to break that same record that Amanda was just trying to break. It is, she's using 203.5, so it's going to break it by 1 kilo. And additionally, this would move her into first place in the 84 plus division. Amanda's total is 450 kilos, and this total would give her 456 kilos. So if Sarah makes this attempt, she ends up with the gold in the 84 plus provincial championship, as well as the new provincial deadlift record.
Wow.
Provincial record attempt, pulling into first place. Come on.
A lot on the line for this lift for Sarah.
Sarah's deadlifts have looked really great today.
Come on, Sarah. Look at that fight.
Stood up. What did the referees think? 3 white
He did
lights.
it. Congratulations.
So new provincial deadlift record as well as provincial champion today. So in the 84 plus kilo division, in third place we have Jenny Henty. In second place we have Amanda Bristol, and in third place Sarah Novakoski. The other one I didn't mention, 69 kilo division, Kelsey Goodwinson is our gold medalist, even though she didn't come out for her second and third deadlift attempts.
All right. Tristan's coming out to pull 75 kilos on the deadlift bar. For anyone who's just tuning in, he does have a broken toe, so he's definitely here to bench today.
Absolutely, but I'm glad that he can do 75, and hopefully that heals up and he can get squatting and deadlifting big numbers again soon.
Bar is loaded.
Our next lifter is Jordan, coming out for 195 kilos for his opening attempt.
5 for 6 so far. He's going to continue that through deadlifts. Looks like a good lift. And the refs agree. 3 white lights.
Easy opener there. Moving along to Steven. He's calling for 205 kilos for his opening attempt deadlift.
Bar is loaded.
Nice opener.
Absolutely. 3 white lights. Next up, we have Ryan McCauley taking 220 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Ryan.
Easy opener.
3 white lights, that's a good lift.
Moving along to Zach, 235 kilos for his opening attempt.
Zach with 235 kilos on the bar.
Looks like he's opening just below his personal best that he has shared with us.
Very easy opening attempt for Zach.
Good lift, 3 white lights.
Referees give him 3 white lights for that. Next up, we've got Dallas taking 235 kilos.
235 kilos on the bar, 518 pounds.
It's quite a bit below his best, so I expect it to move very quickly.
Secure the total and then build the total.
Absolutely.
As you suspected. That moved very quickly.
Very quickly, yes.
Derek will be coming out next and opening at 245 kilos today.
Following that is going to be Derek, 245 kilos, bar is loaded.
another easy looking opening attempt.
Good looking lift.
So
Three
quick.
right legs.
Raymond's up next with 247.5. If it's anything like the rest of Raymond's lifts, it will move very quickly.
Ray's having a good day so far.
So in the deadlift, there's only one command, a down command, once you are standing upright at the top of the lift.
And that was speed light. Yep.
Deadlift's looking good. 3 wide legs.
Awesome to see.
The men are just cruising along here. We're moving to
Bars loaded for yard.
Yari, and he's looking for 250 kilos to open his deadlift.
I like seeing openers looking this good.
3 wide legs. That's a good lift.
3 left in our opening round of deadlifts. Jacob's taking 265 kilos.
Opening at 265 kilos for his first deadlift.
Jake struggled a bit there on bench, but did end the day with a provincial record on
Bar
his third
is
attempt
loaded.
of 183 kilos, and now is opening up with 265.
Spotters and motors are just cruising through deadlifts.
Good looking opener.
Good looking lift. 3 wide legs.
And Neil is up next, 275
Up
kilos.
next is Neil. 275 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Neil.
So assuming Neil gets this after openers, Neil is going to be just half a kilo behind Jake on total for the podium there. So some exciting stuff happening here. Ooh, that was easy though.
Making short work of that.
3 wide legs. Good lift for Neil.
I think we're going to see a battle here.
Matt's going to round out opening deadlifts today. He's calling for
Up next is Matt,
315 kilos
315
to
kilos on the bar.
start off his deadlifts.
Bar is loaded. This is a monstrous deadlift. He's just getting started.
I believe Matt holds the deadlift record
He
in the
does
province.
at 345 kilos. So I'd anticipate that's on his radar. Depending on how this moves, they'll probably be making the appropriate jumps to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, not a problem.
Nice work, Matt.
Good lift. 3 wide legs.
All right, headed back to the top of the order for second attempt deadlifts. Tristan's going to kick us off.
And I would anticipate he will time this out.
Agreed.
The bar is getting loaded to 195, but I'm guessing that's just a courtesy to the loaders so they don't have to take all of the weights off.
All of them.
And then just a courtesy to his competitors to give them an extra minute rest.
Kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Tristan. And he will be timing out, I believe. Give everyone a rest.
So if I'm not mistaken, looking at the score sheet, I believe the only division that we've got a battle for podium in today is the 105 kilo division. And it looks to me like Dallas has fallen a bit behind. I think those 2 missed squats sort of made it tough for him to keep up. So right now he's sitting at 675. And then second place right now is Neil with 727.5, and Jacob is in first place with 728. Now, like I said earlier today, Jacob is a lighter lifter, so Neil can't tie him. He has to outright beat him. So based on what they have in for their seconds, however, if everybody is successful with their seconds, that will move Neil into the gold medal position, and Jacob will be in the silver medal position after the second. So we've got a bit of jockeying happening here. So right now, basically, people need to make their attempts and put the right weight on the bar to keep them attempts that they can actually make. A missed attempt, especially in this round, it could break your day. Oh, cheapers. That was an easy second attempt for Jordan.
That's a good lift.
Moving along, Stephen will be our next lifter up.
Up next, we're gonna have Steven
220 kilos on the
250
bar, so he's looking
kilos.
for a 15 kilogram increase from his opening attempt.
Bars loaded for Steven.
Good looking second.
That bar has come a long way off the floor.
Now moving on to Ryan, loading the bar to 240 kilos.
240 kilos.
This is a 20 kilo jump from his first to his second. However, in the past, he has pulled 250 kilos, so I would expect 240 will move with quite a bit of speed for Ryan. That's a good second attempt.
Good lift.
Zach's coming out next, 250 kilos.
And next we have Zach, attempting 250 kilos. Bars loaded for Zach.
And Zach wanted to thank his wife and kids and his coach today.
Oh, another easy lift.
That moved so well. Dallas will be our next one out, 255 kilos,
on the bar.
562 pounds. A 20 kilo jump from his opener to his second. So this would give him a 695 kilo total if he's successful.
Bars loaded for Dallas.
And he's just checking his clock there. He still has 35 seconds to set up.
Another good lift.
Referee says a good lift. 2 white lights.
260 kilos getting loaded on the bar next for
Bars
Derek.
loaded for Derek. 260 kilos.
Derek was successful with his opener of 245. 15 kilo jump here to 260 kilos. Lots of strength to that deadlift.
There it is.
3 white lights.
Guys are doing really well. Raymond's coming up next. 262.5 kilos for his second
Bars
attempt.
loaded.
Ray's first attempt moved with great ease.
Keep that momentum rolling, Ray.
He continues that trend.
Smoked it.
I would like to see him make a really big jump for his third attempt. But we'll see what his
Absolutely.
coach puts in. Yari's our next lifter. Yari took a 25 kilo jump here.
Wow.
For his second. 275 kilos is getting loaded.
His personal best is 272.5, I believe, so this would best that.
5 red plates on that bar.
giving him a personal best in all 3 lifts today.
Unfortunately not, but he'll have another shot at that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Jacob is asking for 280 kilos.
Second attempt. Bars loaded for Jake.
So for the time being, this lift is to further extend his lead at the very moment. But then the next lifter, Neil, will be looking to take the lead position. That was fast off the floor. It slowed down a little bit through lockout, but he's definitely got some more in the tank there.
Absolutely.
So attempt selection will be key here for the 3rd round.
Up next is Neil, 295
All right, Neil's up
kilos,
next
bars
with
loaded.
295. So this lift will move Neil into
Neil's had a
first
perfect
place
day so far.
in
Made every
the
single one of his attempts.
105 kilo division ahead of Jake.
Keep doing it. Come on, Neil. There it is.
I would say Neil's looked similar. Fast off the floor, but then a bit slower through lockout. So Neil, having the bigger deadlift, will have the opportunity to sort of pull for the win, I would assume, but we'll see what actually happens with attempt selection come the 3rd
Pretty sure
round.
that's how much a Honda Civic weighs.
To finish off our
Bar is
deadlifts,
loaded.
Matt is loading 335 kilos, 738 pounds, 2nd attempt here. Just 10 kilos below the current provincial record. That looks good to me.
Look at that.
And
3 white
refs
lights from
agree.
Matt. Good lift.
We are now into our final round of deadlifts for the 2025 Saskatchewan Powerlifting Provincial Championships.
Top of the order, we're going to have Tristan.
Tristan is getting his bar loaded to 195 kilos. I don't anticipate he will come out for this attempt, but just giving his fellow competitors a bit of extra rest. So again, I'll plug the next meets we have happening in the province. We've got a competition the end of October happening in Saskatoon at Rise Strength Lab.
Bar is loaded for
And a
Tristan.
competition happening here in Moose Jaw in December. Both of those competitions are great for newbies who are just looking to get into the sport. Registration is currently open for the Saskatoon meet. It's not open yet for the Moose Jaw meet. So if you're interested in either of those events, go to saskpowerlifting.ca and find our upcoming events page, and the details are all there. If you have any questions, there's also some contact information on that page that you can reach out to find out the answers to your questions.
Not nearly as tired as bars and motors. Give him a round of applause. Round of applause for bars and motors.
So just 12 attempts left of the 2025 Provincial Championships.
Tristan's clock has finished its run, so these bars and loaders are now going up to 220
All right,
kilograms
kick off our
for
third deadlift.
Jordan's
Jordan
3rd
come out
attempt
for
deadlift.
220 kilos. Bar is loaded for Jordan.
Jordan wants to thank his wife, his family, and the entire trench team. Got quite a few trench athletes here this weekend. Very smooth 3rd.
Referees say that's a good lift. 3 white lights.
Jordan
Next,
finishes
we're
the
gonna have
day
Stephen
with
come
a
out,
15 kilogram personal
235
best on a
kilos
deadlift.
on the bar.
Up next is Steven calling for 235 kilos on that bar.
No. There may be an error in our
So it looks like we might have a question with our score table. We just need to
Just
verify.
gonna check the cards. Yeah.
We've got our referees looking
It
at
was
it.
in fact 230. Sorry, that was really loud. 230.
So there is a computer error there. It's not a problem. The bar will get loaded to 230 kilos. And the spotters have already changed that. It is getting changed in the computer. Looks like it's updated now. So 230 kilo. Third and final deadlift attempt for Steven.
Referee say,
That's a good
three
lift.
white lights, good lift.
Way to finish
That
for
was the
Steven.
right call.
Steven finishes his day getting 8 of 9 of his lifts today.
Up next,
That's
we're
a
gonna
really
have
great day.
Ryan
With a
on for
547.5 kilo total and fourth place in the 105 kilo division.
Excellent.
Bar is loaded
Ryan
for
is
Ryan.
coming out next. He's calling for 245 for his third deadlift. He was credited with 240 on his last lift, so 5 kilo jump.
And unfortunately a bit too heavy today, but still gets credit for his 240 and is still the gold medalist in the 83 kilo division.
Moving up to 260 kilos. Next athlete is Dallas.
60 kilos. Bar is loaded for Dallas. He's going to timeout.
We're getting indications that Dallas isn't going to come out for his lift, so he's going to let the clock run as a courtesy to the lifters following him to get some rest.
And if you're watching this and thinking you might be interested in getting involved in powerlifting and sort of don't know where to start, on our website we have a section called Registered Clubs, and it's sorted by region and city, so you can go and look at that list, find a club in your area, and there's contact information there for somebody local that you may be able to go and train with, train under, things like that. Every club is set up a little bit differently, but definitely a good place to start to get some more information about how to get into this wonderful sport.
Absolutely. Ray has already shared our website with you guys a few times today. Another great way to keep in touch with what's going on with the powerlifting community in Saskatchewan is to follow our Instagram or Facebook pages, SAS Powerlifting on Instagram and Facebook. You can also link to them from our website. We have some great social media content being put out all the time. You can also find out about meets there and keep up to date with everything that's going on.
So Steven's coming out for his final deadlift attempt.
Report on this one. Come on,
200.
This is Derek.
Sorry, Derek.
You got it.
My screen didn't refresh.
Derek, 270.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh, nice finish through that one,
great.
Derek.
Three white lights.
well done.
Congratulations, Derek.
Great fight there.
And he finishes the day 8 for 9 as well.
Okay, up
And
next we have Zach, 272.
And
he
the
placed
gold-
first, gold medal.
Yes, gold medal in the 93 kilo division.
pounds. His third attempt deadlift.
Zach is coming out next. He's calling for 272.5 kilos on his third
Come on,
attempt.
Zach.
That's a pretty significant increase here.
600
Yeah, that's a big
Zach.
jump, but he
Come
took a
on.
big jump from his first to his second as
did.
well.
This is over 600 pounds, everyone. And he made pretty short work
Oh
of
man,
that.
that looks good.
Nice work.
Great looking
Three white
deadlift.
Congratulations, Zach. And Zach is the silver medalist in the 93 kilo division.
Up next we have Ray.
All right, it's Raymond Hickey's turn to come out and finish his day. He's calling for
Going for a 9 for
275
9
kilos on the bar. If he is successful at this attempt, he will have made all his lifts, which is sometimes a goal that lifters have, right? You come in, you've got some numbers in mind, but you just want to make all your lifts that day.
Absolutely.
Great achievement to make. Spotters and loaders are just cleaning the bar here between attempts. We're on thirds.
Looks like there might have been some
Oh, a
blood or
little
something
blood.
on the bar. They've got the
All right.
bleach out, so just making sure it's all sanitized and then it's all dried for the next athlete. So Raymond will be a bit below his personal best total today, but it's definitely trending in a positive direction. And hopefully in the coming year, we might see him pushing his personal best total. His personal best total is 815 kilos from nationals in 2020. So definitely a couple of years ago, but he's making good progress, it seems,
Bar
again.
is
So
loaded for
hopefully
Ray.
we can see him get back to that level.
Come on, Ray. Perfect day so far. Third attempt deadlift, 275 kilos, 606 pounds. Let's see what you got, Ray. Come on.
Let's go!
There it is.
That looked like his opener.
Oh man, that moved so well.
Ray is very happy
Congratulations,
about
Ray.
that, definitely. He's coming off the platform cheering with his coach there. Fantastic way to end your day.
And he finishes with the gold in the 120 plus
Same
kilo
weight goes
division.
up for Yari.
Yari's looking to also attempt 275 kilos. He was not successful in his second attempt, so he's going to come out and give another crack at it. He got it to his knee. So we're going to see if he can finish that lift this time.
Just not quite there
Not
today.
today.
Give it a good attempt.
Still successful with his opening attempt of 250, and he still finishes with the bronze medal in the 93 kilo division as well,
Wonderful job.
with his total of
Up
580.
next we have Jake coming out.
All right, we're down to the last 3 deadlifts.
650 pounds.
First
Bar
up is
loaded.
Jake,
Third attempt, Jake. Come on, let's go.
295 kilos.
And this attempt is to move Jake back into gold in the 105 kilo division.
He's been battling it out with Neil here. Giving it everything he's got.
Fight through to that lockout.
He gave
So
that
close to the
everything he
top.
had.
Referees, yeah.
A little bit too much today.
I think most people in the room thought the same thing. Not quite locked out, a bit of downward movement on the way up.
Up next, we're going to
Great
have
effort
Neil
though,
come
Jake.
out, 302.5 kilos.
So that means that Neil is
The
the
number of the power lifter, some might say.
first place winner of 105
The bar is
kilo
loaded for
open
Neil.
men's
Come on,
division.
Neil.
So he doesn't need this pull for the win, for placing, but he needs this
Come on,
pull
Neil.
to finish his day off strong. And this would be a
302.5
personal
Neil.
best deadlift as well.
Come on.
Holy smokes.
Look at that.
I might say that moved better than his second.
Three-way leg.
Congratulations,
Good job,
Neil.
New personal best. 9 for 9 on the day.
What a
and
great
taking
day.
the gold medal in the 105 men's open category.
And finish the day with a 12.5
Okay, we're gonna load
kilo
up for
personal
Matt.
best total as well.
Wow.
345.5 kilos.
We are moving into the last deadlift of this championship. 245.5 on the bar for Matt. This is a provincial record attempt. He is our gold medalist in the 120 kilo division. This is his record that he's trying to break. He set it back in March at Canadian Nationals and is looking to just chip it up to 345.5.
Make sure there's no chalk, baby powder, or otherwise on
So
that
I can
bar.
see him getting psyched up now,
Bar is loaded for Matt.
taking a few back slaps on his way out.
761.7 pounds if you don't kilo math. This is a massive deadlift.
Let's hear it for him.
And he is absolutely capable of it.
Come on. Keep going.
Referees say that's his lift. Well done. Well done, Matt.
That just accelerated as soon as he hit his knees. It was
Absolutely.
incredible. Well, that concludes the 2025 Saskatchewan Powerlifting Association Provincial Championships. Thank you for tuning in. Like we said all day, if you're interested in this sport, head on over to our website, saskpowerlifting.ca, or our Instagram or our Facebook, and find out more. We will have awards here in the next minute or two. And beyond that, we will see you at our next competition.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon.